Greetings and salutations all, Ice Anderson here once again, and I've been tagged to do a book tag by Shannon Holler. Today's book tag is on the 7 Deadly Sins. Ooh, yes, 7 Deadly Sins, or what I like to call Tuesday. So the question for this one is, what is your most and least expensive books? Well, for least expensive, that one's pretty easy. This is my Kindle, and I have downloaded several ebooks for free. Yes, you can do that with your Kindle. You can download books for free, which is pretty cool. I mean, usually they're just to sort of whet your appetites, to get you into a series, first taste is free, that kind of thing. But still, you can get a lot of free books that way. The most expensive, well, it's probably not the most expensive as far as how much I paid for it, but the most expensive is in terms of I got the least bang for the buck would be this graphic novel right here. It's called Trinity, the Big Three. It's about Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. A story that involves all three of them. And this retails for about 30 bucks, but if you look at how thick it is, you can see how thick it is, plus it's all pretty much pictures and you go through these really quickly. So that's why I consider it to be the most expensive thing I have, because I mean it's not a whole lot of reading for 30 bucks. A lot of pictures, a lot of artwork, and I could understand why they're expensive, but still, I mean 30 bucks for something this thick, I mean that's certainly not a lot of bang for the buck. That's why I tend not to buy graphic novels so much. But anyway, next. The question is, which author do you have a love-hate relationship with? Well, this is pretty easy for me to decide, but as far as explaining it, it would be a lot easier for me to just show you. Oh wow, yeah, this is pretty good. Oh well, yeah, pretty good. Good, solid entry. Wow, seems a little early to kill her off. Oh, so that's what that was all about. Huh, interesting. What's the rest of this story got to do with it? Okay, I don't see what this has to do with anything. Okay, now I think you're just spinning your wheels. God, just end already. Oh, come on, there's an epilogue? Roth! What book have you devoured with no shame whatsoever? Well, I pretty much don't have any shame, but if I did, I would certainly still not feel any shame for devouring Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Yes, I've read that at least 4 times that I can remember, maybe more. Definitely my favorite one of the series, and I don't think I've ever read any book 4 times before, not even my own. Well, I mean, I've read through them again and again to edit them, but not just for the sake of reading. So, yep, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I have drank from that goblet at least 4 times. Unless I just hope that they never meant, literally eating a book, because that wouldn't be good. What book have you neglected to read due to laziness? Well, I mean, lately I've been coping with getting a new job and, had to readjust to that, plus scheduling and all that stuff, and still making videos and still writing and all that stuff. But yeah, my laziness has gotten in the way, and my laziness, I'm sorry to say, has gotten in the way of reading my latest book that I'm trying to read. Yeah, Blood of Olympus. I mean, I'm pretty far through. See, pretty far. Yeah. But yeah, I am going to try and get this done as soon as possible. I will be doing a discussion on this, and well, actually just the whole series in general when I do get done with this. But yeah, Blood of Olympus, sloth has gotten in the way of this one. So, but I will be using my diligence and getting through it pretty soon. What book do you talk about the most to make yourself look like a more intellectual reader? And, I do consider myself to be a pretty intelligent person. I mean, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I do like to think of myself as an intellectual and pretty intelligent person. But if I was going to go out on a limb and say any book that I talk about just to sound more intellectual, I mean, I prefer to think of it as just a discussion, but maybe I do try to sound a little bit more intelligent just because I read these books. You can probably think of it, yeah, Song of Ice and Fire series, George R. R. Martin, yeah. This is Dance with Dragons, the latest one to come out. Yeah, and I'm still kind of gritting my teeth like most people, waiting for the Winds of Winter to come out. Uh, but anyway, if I was going to say, talking about a set of books or book just to sound more intelligent, it would be the Song of Ice and Fire series. I'd like to think that I sound naturally intelligent anyway, but anyway. What attributes do you find most attractive in a male or female character? I, of course, will be talking about female characters that I find attractive. To me, the most attractive qualities of female book characters, first and foremost, sense of humor. If they're not afraid to crack jokes, or at least try to crack jokes, if they like to smile and laugh at jokes, that's a very attractive quality. But another quality I find very attractive is women who are not afraid of their own sexuality. They don't necessarily have to project it out to the world, but a woman who is just comfortable with her own sexuality and is not afraid to let it show, at least at appropriate times, and just, overall comfortable with herself and, just not putting herself down, just, oh, I'm so ugly when all the guys are just staring at her, Anyway, and, women who aren't shy about talking about sexuality and such things. Still. Sorry, don't know what's going on. So the qualities I find most attractive in female book characters is sense of humor and overall sexuality. Okay, cool. And the last one. What book would you most like to receive as a gift? Well, basically, it's not so much what the book is, but I would most like to receive books, signed copies from the authors themselves. I guess preferably hard copy because, they last longer, but I guess, but a paperback will do. And just, any of the books that I enjoy reading the most, like, Song of Ice and Fire series, Percy Jackson books, some Stephen King books. Anything that was, signed by the author and given to me would be a pretty cool gift indeed. So, yeah, anything that I would like that's signed by the author, preferably in hardback because they last longer, but paperback will do. So that was my 7 Deadly Sins book tag. Thank you, Shannon, once again for tagging me. And just, you have to do the Gods of Asgard now. Yes, looking right at you, Shannon. But anyway, like I said, hope you all enjoyed that. And as always, my pertinent contact information will be down below in the abyss. I'm not really going to tag anybody for this because it's been around a while and I think most booktubers, and not all of them, have been tagged. But if you are watching this video and you would like to do it, go ahead and consider yourself tagged. Just go ahead and do it. I guess do it. Do it now. Do it. Okay. Please comment, rate, subscribe. You know the drill. And as always, this is I.S. Anderson telling everybody, make your lives grand and have a good day. Thank you very much.